Mr. Gracey, show 115. Yeah, baby.
What's up?
Chillin'. For anybody who booked Jackson, I couldn't send you the link to get him on here because I don't know how we were corresponding. I went through kind of everything.
Find our guests that were supposed to be on today.
Yeah.
Well.
But he was a cool pastor and all this stuff. He started a thing for Trump and everything, so he would have been a good guest. But yeah, I don't know how we were corresponding, and I don't know. I went through everything that I booked guests through.
Again. I didn't recognize the name at all. So sorry.
It was not on purpose there. So if you are out there listening, sorry, we apologize. We will book him again. But yeah, so you got the Gracious 2 today, another Gracious Tuesday.
Hey. We can talk. It's all good.
Yes, we can.
Got plenty to talk about all the time. There's so much crazy shit going on. Why not?
Yeah. You have anything on the hit list, or do you want me to
I got the main thing on the hit list. We just talking about it. Like, this my lovely governor here in California has passed the very controversial AB 495, which basically legalizes fucking kidnapping of your children. And I heard there was some blowback on online. Some of the comments talking about, well, this is just geared for illegals. I'm like, okay, well, it doesn't differentiate that in the bill that it's just for illegals. And you mean to tell me in a state where they're not allowed to ask for voter ID and they're not allowed to ask someone's immigration status, that this is just for, so in this case, they're going to show up with their form that they printed off the internet, and then the school is supposed to ask them their immigration status. Are you illegal? Are these children illegal in a state where you're not allowed to ask that? Like, what are you talking about? And apparently now they've changed the law slightly where you have to show ID, but you still don't have to prove that you're a relative or have anything to do with the child. So my ex and I, we're going to the school. We're like, these are the approved people that can take any of my children out of school. This is the list. If anybody comes here other than these people, no.
Right.
We're gonna try to protect it. It's highly unlikely that it could happen, but it can happen.
But why do you say it's highly unlikely? Because you think somebody's going to do their due diligence and check? I mean, if the bill,
it's highly unlikely that they're going to come and choose my child to take out of school.
Well, yeah.
But it can happen. It can happen. As long as they have the name of the child, they show up with the fucking form that they print off the internet. The school doesn't even really, I think they have to check ID, but they don't have to determine how they're related, who they are beyond their ID.
Wow.
Okay.
See, I don't know anything about the bill. People were just going nuts over the comments. Some people were like 100% we had it right. And then other people were like, we had it completely wrong. Some people said like we had parts of it right, parts of it wrong. The ones who said parts of it right, parts of it wrong, they said that the parents have to initially sign something saying that these people could take them out, and then they could print out the form and come and do it. I don't know. Again, I haven't really looked into it. I've just been taking it at face value. But either way, it's fucking shady, because how are they checking a parent's signature to make sure that's right? Like, I don't know. It seems like it should be a lot harder than,
It doesn't even make sense why it's even a fucking thing, except for, it's for illegals. Well, fuck. Okay, great. They have,
what's crazy?
Special laws for these fucking people now? Like, whatever.
Like, I've gone to pick up friends' kids from school, like when something happened, and I feel like the parents just called ahead and said, hey, so-and-so is going to come pick them up. Like, so I think it's always been relatively easy. Like, I don't know.
But the school doesn't have to contact the parents, apparently.
I got you. That's fucked up. I mean, you can't just take that one
This is the same state where the school doesn't have to tell you that your kid's transitioning.
Right.
If they come to school and say they have different pronouns and they're talking to the guidance counselor about transitioning, this is the same state where it's illegal for the fucking school to contact the parents about that.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so we got some things wrong and some things right. It's still bullshit. It's still ridiculous. It's still the fucking Democrats in the state of California trying to cut the parents out of the fucking relationship with their children at all levels, all the fucking time. They're always trying to erode that fucking, the parents,
relationship or bond.
Relationship with their children. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. I mean, There's always like this concerted effort to erode the relationship between the parent and the child by Democrats. It happens all the fucking time. Like all these little laws they want to pass. So whatever.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. So we're going to take our steps to protect our children, and
good, smart. So can you supersede that? Like, so if you do, go to the school and say these are the 4 or 5 people that are, only authorized, does that supersede whatever bill they're putting past, or no? They could kind of take.
Well, we're going to hope the school respects it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it supersedes the law or not, but
right,
I don't know. We're going
to
find out.
If a parent goes, like, listen, so. Yeah, right. Like, hey, I don't care. These are the only people allowed to take my fucking child out of here. Yeah. You would hope that it does supersede the law. Otherwise, it's like, I mean, Jesus, dude. It's like you almost want to homeschool or private school at that point, and not everybody has the time or the means.
Well, this Newscomb is, I mean, he's fucking ridiculous. Now he wouldn't give a raise to the firefighters. He's complaining that Trump has cut off the federal funding for the fire victims, yet he just is this whole gerrymandering thing that he's doing costs $250 million to fucking try to gerrymander, 5 Republican seats out of the state of California. For what?
Yeah, what's he trying to get accomplished?
He's trying to appeal to his all it is he's trying to appeal to his base so he can run for president. That's all it is. He doesn't fucking care. But it's $250 million, and then the firefighters get fucked, and there's no fire aid money. Okay, great.
That they probably would have spent like stupidly anyway.
On the illegals anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, right.
The underlying main issue is that they spend all their money on illegal healthcare, which they say, oh, no, it doesn't happen. Like, that's the whole thing with the shutdown. Oh, you keep hearing these Democrat pundits say they don't pay for illegal healthcare. They do it like this. The states of California, Utah, New Jersey, there's a bunch of Democrat, like bluer states that
Portland
allow that give state Medicare or Medicaid to illegals, and then it's funded by the fucking federal government, who they need the money to basically pay for it.
To supplement, yeah.
So we're funding illegals from the federal government. Sorry, it's happening.
Hello.
Hello. And then this is the same guy who's lost $24 billion fighting homelessness, which has gotten markedly worse under his administration.
Well, here's the thing, though, that I like we're at least trying to get out, like, the correct information. But like, I don't hear anybody like calling out the people on the left that are just blatantly lying. Like, we're trying to tell you what we've heard about this bill, what we've learned, blah, 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 what, our take is on it. Not actually actively trying to deceive or lie to people, and people are fucking calling out whatever. But you never see anybody calling out the left for actual blatant lies,
Nope.
Which is insane.
Nope. They do it all day long, every fucking day on fucking TV. It's insane. Yeah.
Well, because you know what it is? It's people on the right have like real lives. They're not living on the internet and fucking being the outspoken, vocal minority that's fucking controlling everything out there. Like, people on the right like are actually doing things. They don't have time to live on the internet and call out fucking people.
Oh yeah, no, that's the latest tactic by the left that I've seen a bunch of these Democrat pundits parrot, is that there were no protests when Biden was in office. There's massive protests now, so that means that Trump must be a fascist dictator. It's like, no, you have mentally unstable people on your fucking side and paid protesters to show up to make it look like he's not popular, or what he's doing is not popular. And sorry, people, these polls show it. Like, everything he's doing is what the American people want, the majority.
Well, because
you can be as vocal and as loud as you want. Doesn't mean you're fucking, that anything you're doing is going to help or do anything or stop anything.
Right.
And the fact that, yeah, of course, Republicans didn't get out and fucking take to the streets and friggin' protest for Biden. We're just like, okay, we'll just sit back for 4 years and let this dumbass do what he's going to do. We got our lives to go to. We're not mentally unstable. So, okay, cool.
And we did it the right way. Everybody who would have been protesting went to President Trump's rallies in fucking record numbers and gathered there and went from city to city, state to state, and showed the support that way. They didn't need to, pay people to go to a rally and make it look okay, like there was people there, and hire Beyonce to fucking come and play because the people come see
she
her
didn't even
rather
play.
than
She just spoke.
right. Well, whatever, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Kamala putting out a book 107 days. Like, bitch, you're blaming this on anybody but your dumbass
Of
self.
course. And then in the book, she blatantly just says that she didn't pick Pete Buttigieg because he was gay.
Right. How fucked up?
Like, could you imagine if a fucking Republican said that?
No.
Imagine what would happen, like the fucking blowback, the goddamn press coverage, every goddamn morning show would be talking about it. The View would be going the fuck off. But now, she says it's like, no, okay, that's fine. It's good.
Is she saying it like, oh, I didn't want to do a DEI hire and just hire him because he was gay? Or is she saying like, I just didn't want to hire him because he was gay? You know what I'm saying? Like where
she didn't want to pick him because he's gay because she didn't think her constituency could handle
her woke ass constituency couldn't handle that shit.
Yeah.
They would have had him going into girls' bathrooms. Makes sense. No. They would have just said, hey, identify as a girl, go into the ladies' room. You're good. They don't give a shit that he blows dudes.
I would venture to say that most Republicans don't give a fuck what he does in the bedroom. Okay?
Right.
Sorry. It's not like the old, of course, there's the religious zealots of the Republican Party, the far Christian right. I don't identify with those people. I don't like those people. I've never liked organized religion. And any fucking dipshit that says, oh, the Bible says that you can't be gay. And they, but that's the other thing about the Democrats. It's like, as close back as fucking 2013, 14, Joe Biden, Obama, fucking Hillary Clinton were against gay marriage. Against it.
Yep. Like outspokenly against it.
Well, and you go back to them as well. They were outspokenly against illegal immigration.
Oh yeah.
They were fine with deporting everybody. And in fact, Obama deported 5 million people. No due process. You don't hear any of the same shit. No one said anything about it back then. And this is a president who got a Nobel Peace Prize for being black in office, for doing nothing. And then he literally drone striked a fucking U.S. citizen on foreign soil. Where's that guy's due process? Now he's a piece of shit terrorist, but where's his due process? He was judge, jury, and executioner on a U.S. citizen on foreign soil, your vaunted God Obama, and you said nothing about it. You didn't give a fuck. Imagine if Trump did that right now. And I don't think Trump would do that.
Nah, well, I mean, he's maybe not because, like you said, American citizen, but he's got no problem going after fucking Venezuelan drug dealers and boats and international waters. Let's go.
Let's go.
I think they were Venezuelan.
But I mean, the point is, Obama's supposed to be this great, amazing president, but there's fucking the crazy shit that he did, man.
Like, oh yeah, dude.
Literally executing a U.S. citizen on foreign soil with a drone strike.
And how about like his chef mysteriously dying in a fucking 2-foot pond?
That too, and then that's how I get into Russian collusion. Now we know it went all the way to the top. We know it went all the way to the fucking top.
I mean, from the top down. I don't think it went all the way up to the top. I think it came from the top down, from Obama down. Yeah.
And you want to talk about Watergate? It's like the shit that's happened in the last 8 years, even 10 years, makes Watergate look like a fucking walk in the park. But the Democrats have done the impeachments, the collusion, the assassination attempts,
the
rigging of the election. I mean, it's insane. And they just continue to point the finger and say, no, they're doing it over there. And they're brainwashed masses are like, oh yeah, they're bad. Trump's bad. Trump's bad. We can do whatever we want.
It's the dirtiest politics have ever been played. And there seems to be, I mean, maybe now there's going to be repercussions for it and stuff like that. But when there's clear evidence that the Russian hoax came from Obama down and fucking Hillary's on board and, FBI is fucking taking orders.
Yeah. On board. Yeah. They're all on board.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, there's supposed to be
they used her dossier that she paid for,
right,
as the basis for the collusion.
Right. And there's supposed to be no political affiliations in our, between FBI, DOJ, and all that stuff. Like, you're not supposed to be playing political sides and all that jazz. But
and now
so it was kind of
of
weird.
course, now, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, it was kind of weird with Comey because in the first election, he might have got Donald Trump election because a week or two before when he came out with the Hillary thing, like, I think that helped get him elected. But it seemed out of character. Like, I don't know why he did that. I don't know. It was just strange. Like, was he playing both sides, or like, was this his way to, like, all of a sudden he was on board with the Russian collusion? Then he's like, wait, this is kind of fucked up. Maybe I got to let the people know about her shit. I don't know. It just seemed strange timing, and it seemed like it helped President Trump get elected.
Could have. Yeah.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda. But yeah, it's funny watching Hillary and everybody say like, oh, what a great job Mr. Trump is doing right now.
Yeah, there's an ulterior motive to it. It's not just pure, like, they're not. I don't think anything that comes out of their fucking mouths is not calculated in some way.
Agreed. Although one is, but he's not a politician. Let me see if this is the right one. I think this is. I want to play Bill Maher here. And can I switch this?
I like Bill Maher, and I like John Fetterman more and more. John Fetterman is the only sane fucking goddamn Democrat in the whole lot of them. He'll break rank. He'll fucking talk about the truth. He'll call out the good stuff. But the rest of them are all friggin' beholden to the goddamn radical left, like Schumer and Jeffries. These people are nuts.
Puppets. Hold on. There we go.
You cannot ever deny success. You just have to give your respect, even if it's not your thing. Don't have the humility to give it up for enormous success on any level.
I agree.
Trump, not my choice. Didn't vote for him, but somehow,
a lot of people did.
And he's. I can't deny the success.
I can't either.
Yeah.
And he's the president.
Really
and he's the president. But we don't have to get into that.
Yeah.
We're drunk. Yeah. we're friends.
But like, this is what people should see. Like, somebody who was so like vehemently opposed to Trump and stuff, because maybe he had some bad information about him, or maybe there was some personal things along the line. But once he sees like what this guy is about and what he's doing, like, he's not afraid to do a 180 and say, I was wrong. This guy is good for the country. He's being successful.
I've always said it. You don't like the man. You don't like how he talks. You don't like things that he does. But like, you can call out the good. The other day, I had to keep my phone on a little thing on the dashboard, and up pops a thing about Biden's health has taken a turn or whatever, because he's starting radiation treatment for his prostate cancer. And the first thing I said was, "Oh, girls, I think we're gonna have presidential funeral soon, and that makes me sad." And they're like, "Who, Dad?" And I was like, "Biden." They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah. I mean, I don't want to see the guy die. I didn't like him. I didn't like his policies, like anything he did. I don't wish him to death."
Yeah. I mean, I don't wish him to get killed, but if a creepy pedophile who lined his own pockets kind of dies by his own natural shit, I'm not going to cry or shed a tear. I'll be like,
I'm not saying I'm going to cry, but I was like a little sad. Like, okay, well, this, we're going to, this guy's not going to make it, obviously, but I don't like anything he did.
Can you imagine, dude? And then if he could have only held it together for that debate, we could have had him in office for like the first year, and then him die in office and Kamala takes over and literally instilled her as the leader. That would have been horrible. Just got to thank God the way stuff
I think that was
out.
part of the plan until he bombed in the debate.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I mean, just how much can you just see that the universe has a funny way of saying like, nope, you can't do it. You had your way for so long, but God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. I mean, they tried to assassinate Trump, and by the grace of God, he turns last second, fucking just clips his ear. They tried another assassination.
CNN just so happens to cover that live event. No others.
Dude, why is that? Why is that not more like that? Should be the number one investigation in the world. Like, we still don't really know
exactly.
Yeah,
I don't understand why that's not happening either, John. Like, why is this Matthew Crooks? Like, why is the fucking FBI not on this motherfucking shit? Like, who is Matthew Crooks? what happened to the guy? Like, they went to his apartment and scrubbed. Like, there's nothing in it. He had no social media presence. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
And why is Kash Patel not on this, like, fucking fly on shit? It's amazing.
Right. And even if you can't answer all those questions, you could at least start with, hey, CNN, why were you airing this first Trump rally ever live? Like, start there. Whose call was it? Okay, it was this person. Yeah,
exactly.
It was this person's call. Why did you make that call on this one and this one only? There's no way it's a coincidence, motherfucker. Who told you to do it then? Like, maybe you didn't know this was going to happen, but somebody told you to put this on and have it streamed, you know, if you want to take that route with it.
Right. And I can't believe it. This is not Trump's number one priority or one of them.
Or you
figuring
think he's
out
doing
who
it
tried
quietly.
to kill him.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it could be being investigated. Maybe they're just not talking about it. But like, you know, Trump's very vocal about a lot of things. Like, you would think the guy who tried to fucking kill him and almost did, that he'd be very vocal about. But I don't know. Who knows?
Happy birthday in heaven, Charlie Kirk. I believe today's would have been his birthday. So happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, Charlie.
Thoughts are with you and your family, for sure. A lot of douchebags in the world. But yeah, a lot of controversy surrounding his death, whether where the bullets came from or if it was a lone gunman, and just how the gunman got the shot off and then packed the gun away, you know, dismantled it.
Yeah, it's very
jumped
strange.
off the roof.
Yeah, and
put
then,
it back
reassembled
together.
it and then wrapped it in a towel and throw it in the woods. Like, what the fuck, man?
Right.
I don't think it's just hard to believe that anything really seems what it actually is anymore. It's just nuts.
But here's the deal. If let's just say he did dismantle it to put it back in the thing, okay, maybe. But why reassemble it and leave it?
And
like,
throw
why
it
not
in the woods?
Yeah.
Why not take it with you wherever you're fucking going? Like, that's the main murder weapon, the main piece of evidence. And you just put it back together, wrap it in a towel, and throw it in the woods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be better to leave in pieces rather than reassembling it, put it all together, like so they could just find the whole thing ready to go?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. It seemed a little wrapped up.
Who knows?
And then I'm seeing like drone footage and stuff like that where they're saying it could have came from a drone and there was drone activity above it. I don't know. Then I saw another video of Michael Jackson getting out of the coroner van and walking away from
I saw a video of Michael Jackson playing drums like fucking crazy. Yeah. AI.
Really? Oh. Well, I think this was just because you couldn't see his face or anything, but it was just showing like after they pulled in like the
you're
the body
talking about for real.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But again, so yeah, they just took like from the video from when the stretcher got to the hospital or in the coroner van or whatever, and then they show the coroner van going like underneath, and then like cameras shooting through a gate, and you just see a guy who looks like Michael Jackson jump out the back and like go through.
Who was the woman that dated Ellen DeGeneres, the actress?
Portia de Rossi?
No, that's who she's with now. Before that,
Bobby,
look her up because she died, I think, back in 2020 or 2019.
Oh,
Anne accident. Anne Heche, thank you. Yes, she was in a car accident. They put her in a body bag. They're loading her. There's a helicopter shot. They're loading her in the ambulance, and she springs out of the fucking body bag.
Yeah, bro. I saw that.
And then they fucking stuff her back in, and then all of a sudden she's dead. I'm like, what the fuck was that? And no one ever fucking talked about it. Like, I don't think there's been, I haven't seen any YouTube videos about how crazy that was. What the hell was going on there? That shit was nuts, man.
That shit was nuts. And it looked real as fuck. It was like a helicopter view of it, right?
That was not AI. Yeah, that was a helicopter view. That was definitely not AI. Like, and what would be the purpose of that being AI? Like, it was a live shot.
Right. Yeah, that was fucking creepy, dude. And I forget what she was doing a podcast before this happened. I don't remember if it was a controversial one or something like that, but
sure. Yeah.
I mean, who would want her dead? She seemed kind of insignificant at that point.
I don't know.
In the grand scheme of things.
About it. And
yeah, that was weird.
Like, in what world would you put someone in a body bag that's not fucking dead, and then they spring out
and you shove them back in,
and then you shove them back in and fucking roll them into the ambulance, and then all of a sudden, Anne Heche died today. It's like, what?
Yeah,
Diane
crazy.
Keaton passed away, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. She was older, though, right? How old was she?
Yeah, she was, I think 80 or something, but yeah.
Take a page out of her books, lady. She aged well, natural. Maybe she had some stuff done, but it was done good.
Here, but not like freaking like,
yeah,
that one.
Platypus face and all that jazz. I mean, how could you just go and like look in the mirror and be like, "Oh, that looks good"? You know what I'm saying? Like, does it get too far? I don't know.
So I was just watching Instagram before we got on here, and there's this woman doing this whole comparison of Bradley Cooper. Bobby, see if you can find this. Like, he looks completely different right now. Like, from just last year, he looks. I guess I don't know if he had shit done with his eyes or something, but he looks way different than the Bradley Cooper that we know. I'm like,
well, that was like Zac Efron too. Good looking dude. Then all of a sudden he looks like, what happened, dude? What are you doing? Looks like he got injections in his face and shit.
Well, apparently he said he fell at his house and broke his jaw and stuff, but like, there's more going on than that. With his face.
Yeah.
It's strange.
It's definitely strange. Yeah, I don't know. And supposedly somebody said it looked like it could have been from HGH use, like human growth hormone or something like
it.
Yeah. Made the let's see if Bobby's got something on this. What do we got there, Bobby? There's Bradley, the one we know.
That's how we all remember him. Yes. I was a little younger, but like there's a picture from 24 and now a picture from 25. He looks way different.
He does look to be a little coked out there. Maybe hit a crack pipe a little bit.
He was fucking brilliant in Wedding Crashers. Great character. Amazing.
Oh my God, that's right. I hated him in it because he was such a dick.
He was a fucking complete dick, but he did it so well.
Is that all you're showing us, Bobby? Or
here we go. There's a picture of Bradley Cooper.
All right, the one and only Bobby.
That's what Bradley Cooper looked like.
While he's looking for that, I want to play this video while Bobby's looking for that. Hold that thought, Bobby. All right, if he's got it, we'll put it up. Let's see. Okay, but the ones I was seeing were a little bit more dramatic.
Yeah, but that's he definitely looks different. I mean, he had some work done for sure, or something.
Yeah. Sorry, Bradley. Well, he was the Elephant Man, so I think
he was the Elephant Man.
Yeah, I believe so. I think he did it on Broadway. No, I think he did it on Broadway or something.
Dude, that fucking movie made me cry every time I watched it. The Elephant Man movie with John Hurt.
I never saw it.
It's in black and white. Oh my God, it's the fucking saddest goddamn thing you ever watch.
Really?
Because it chronicles John Merrick's life, the Elephant Man, and it's just fucking horrible. You just feel so bad for him.
Did Michael Jackson buy his bones? Wasn't that a rumor?
Yeah, that was a rumor. Who knows?
All right, Chad, I got a video for you, for us to laugh at a little bit here, dude. Wait till you watch this, man. I haven't seen the whole thing, but like I just saw like the first 2 or 3, and I was like, "Oh, this is good. Got to play it on the show." All right, peeps. Jim Mishaps, I believe.
Oh, shit! Damn.
Oh, he bent the bar. Wow. Oh
God. Oh no!
This is not gonna be good. Splitter pants. Let's go. Uh-oh. That's gonna be it. I didn't even see what happened there.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ow. Dude, what are you doing?
Oh. That one was the worst, dude. Hold it. Oh, I feel bad for him.
That's fucking fake leg.
Might have broke his neck, dude.
Did that break his neck? Holy shit.
That looked like it broke his neck, bro.
If it didn't, that's a miracle. Oh my God.
Right.
Crazy. I'm sorry. I swear to God, there's going to be a whole epidemic of people with bad backs from doing all these deadlifts and shit that they all do now.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of tapered off on that happening, but like for a while there was all like deadlifts and fucking all this weight, and they're
like the CrossFit shit, right? Like where they were doing like one rep, but such high weight.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
you know, that is so easy to not have the correct form and jack your back up. I jacked my back up when I was 21 doing a bend over row incorrectly, right? So, and that's been chronic my whole life. And that was
I heard
not
you were
even
doing
with
a
that kind of
bend
weight.
over or something else from what I heard.
You know,
No. Hey, now.
Bend over.
Yeah,
That's my
bend over.
My porn name.
Yeah, mine is Mike Ock.
On the Gracious 2, Gracious 2 inches. Those are our names.
Bend over, Mike Cock. How are you? Coming to you live, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, that's funny. We really should fucking do like an animated OnlyFans or something. We are selling our used underwear. Yep, we're selling our used underwear and socks on our OnlyFans too. So go check it out.
Gracious 2 inches. Check it out, people.
Yeah, baby.
Well, while we're talking about people, we're going to talk about Voice of the People.
Voice of the People. That's right. Our new network.
Yes. The logo's not up today. What happened?
It was, but when I go to share, like it blocks off a little bit of your face, like when I share videos. So
cool. There it is. What's up?
There she is. What's up, Voice of the People?
We got good feels too, right?
Yeah, let me pull that up. That's right. Thank you, Chad. What will we do without Mr. Gracey here?
Man. Hey, man, you got to remember all these are fine people helping us out.
That's right. And
fine companies, I should say.
They actually, so our three sponsors, ericjavits.com, oldglory.com, and goodfeels.com, they do give us talking points to do, but I don't have them printed out right now, but shop.getgoodfeels.com. Yeah, I promise I'll have them for the next show, but if you guys scan that QR code and then put in that coupon, the Gracious 2, all one word, get yourselves 20% off. And the drops are my favorite, man. You could put them in anything. 5 milligrams each drop, just enough to get the party going. And then if you want to go a little bit further, drop it up, baby.
Do they do hybrids or do they do?
I don't know if it's
indica, sativa, or whatever.
I don't know if they break it down into like what the ones are. I've tried I think it was the grapefruit one, and I didn't check the can to see what it actually was, but that's a good question. Bobby, look it up.
Sativa gives you energy. Indica puts you to sleep.
Yep.
Sativa makes you laugh and you have energy and you're fucking hilarious. Dude, I think I told you the first time I ever got high, we were in London. And London, England. Yeah, we had a day off, and the guy that was our record rep at the time, a young guy. And at the time, in England, you could only get hash. You couldn't get any pot, like you couldn't get any leaf or any flower, just hash. That's all you could get there. And so we're driving around, and we have the day off, and he's taking us around London, and he's like, "Hey, man, you guys want to take this piece of hash? You get a piece of hash about that big." And we quartered it, right? We quartered it, and we just ate it, just swallowed it down with water.
That works.
So. Yeah, well, I mean, it takes a while, but yeah, so we're driving around and we're just, it took like 2 hours for it to hit us, but I think we were walking through Harrods department store when it hit us. We're just like, and for me, it was just like, this fucking curtain descended. Like, whoa. Like, oh, shit.
Nice.
And so we walk around Harrods, we start fucking laughing and shit. And then we ended up back at the record company office, and they put us in this conference room by ourselves.
Oh boy.
So it's just the four of us in there fucking just looking at each other and just going through waves of fucking laughter, like over just looking at each other.
Yeah, that's the best, dude. You're like, why are we laughing?
And then, yeah, oh my God, it's fucking great. And then our record company co-president in England was also a U2's booking agent. So we were very excited about that. So through him, we got to go to a party at, I think, Bono's house one time in London and met Bono on the Edge, whatever. So he walks in with fucking advanced copies of Acton Baby. Not out yet.
Dope.
This is sometime in 91, before Acton Baby came out. Because it came out in 91. I forget when, but anyway. So it was like our first time in London. He walks in with the copies. He gives it to us. And we're like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, we're big U2 fans. And I'll run up to the stereo equipment. They have the CD player, and I put it into the fucking thing, and you know how that record starts, right? So our reference was the Joshua Tree, and then just think about how Acton Baby starts. When I don't know, the drums are all distorted.
Distorted, yeah.
I put mine in and it starts. I'm like, man, I don't know. I was like, yo, man, my CD's fucked up. This is all distorted. Like, give me yours. And if I can put in the other CD, same thing happened. Like, yours is fucked up too. Give me yours. Put in the other one. And then,
they must have messed up on the master.
Later realized like that's how it sounded. We're like, no, this is not you two. It's distorted. What the fuck is going on here? So that's
how funny.
Of course, we had a good laugh about that.
Yeah. All high. Phil Jones is getting a little perceptive here. He says, sounds like Think Loud Studios is back and better than ever. People,
it is back. It is back in a different capacity. It's we're a TikTok agency, but we also utilize the studio for various things. So yes, it is back in a different way, but it's back.
I think it's got pretty much all your studio needs, probably primarily used for TikTok and stuff like that, but it still has all the capabilities that it once had and all that jazz.
Yes,
so,
we will be using the studio for some of our creators that are musicians to record in there. It's going to be basically, the building is going to become basically a creator hub.
Yeah.
And we'll also be doing live streaming TikTok sales out of that building as well.
And you could... First thing coming out of there is gracious 2 inches molds, ladies. Get your molds of our
exactly. We're gonna live stream gracious 2 inches merchandise with a booth.
That's right. Not the size of the boat, lady. It's the motion of the ocean, from what we're been told.
Hung like a tuna can, short and wide.
That's it. I was gonna say, I feel like a dude with a small package came up with that line. He's like, hey, it's not the size of the boat; it's the motion in the ocean. It's like funny. No girl ever said that to me, but I've heard a lot of guys say it. Yeah, baby. What was the other one? So
I got to turn on the chat. No, I didn't have the chat up. Now I can see it. Boom. Here we go.
Come on now. I just want to play this because we spoke about it last week. It's just a really short video just because Charlie Sheen makes me laugh. I just want to play from his meltdown, but it's short. It's just a funny little thing. And here we go.
Are there any drugs in this house?
If there
Put that down for a second.
If there are, you better find them and give them to me immediately. No, they're not.
No drugs in the house right now.
Not that I know about. If I know about them, I'll find them and throw them away. It's not a big deal. Ooh, drugs in the house. Oh, we're all gonna die.
Are there any?
Dude, that's the interview. That's it. Isn't that the interview where it's like Tiger Blood? Like,
yeah,
just started going off about this shit, dude.
The best, man.
What is it? Like I was slamming an eighth of whatever the fuck he said.
8 gram rock.
Yeah, 8 gram rock. So slamming 8 gram rock. Like, I'm built different. Like, what?
Yeah, that's crazy. It was so telling that they actually. So I found 2 things from the documentary. One I didn't catch in the documentary, but I caught him doing like an interview or something. They had to. So he was getting like his crack or coke directly from like Mexico, like dealers and stuff like that, like cartel members and stuff like that. And he was buying so much that they thought he was selling it. And they were like, dude, like we approved him to get it to use. Like he's buying all, they're like, no, that's strictly for him to use. So that was, yeah. One thing I heard in the different
cartel thought based on the volume that he was selling.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. How do you do that much coke and fucking live? How did he do as many drugs as he did and live? Like, how's he alive? That's the thing. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And then the other thing that was in the documentary, which was hysterical, is his handlers had to go to his drug dealers and say, can you make this less potent? And they started like cutting it and cooking it. So he was like doing like 10 gram rocks and not getting high. So he basically, after like 6 months of it, like getting weaker and weaker, he just got sick of doing it. He's like, I'm doing way too much, not getting high. And that's actually what made him quit doing it altogether. But I'm like, how funny.
That was in the documentary
that was in the doc.
Netflix? Oh, fuck. I missed that. How did I miss that?
Maybe it was in the Sheen Rogan interview. I saw it on one of them. I thought it was in the doc. Yeah, I thought the black dude in the doc, like his friend that was always around, but not using.
Oh, yes. That guy. Yeah. What the hell did Todd or whatever his name was. But yeah, that's amazing. That's crazy.
I'm like, that's hysterical. And they Normally, you would think the drug dealer wouldn't go along with it because they're like, no, we want a lifetime, buyer. But they might have been getting worried about him too. Like, yeah, this dude's going ham. We got to make it a little.
Charging him the same. Probably made millions of dollars off of him anyway.
Oh yeah, definitely was charging him the same because they didn't want him to be hip to it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just crazy. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. I don't know the significance of it, but if the gracious audience wants to go and check it out, I forget, it was Ellen Greenberg. Whoever's investigating her 2011 death just re-ruled it a suicide. And she was stabbed like 20 times, I think like 10 of them in her back. So it's just strange. And I don't know who she is.
It's typical for a suicide victim to stab themselves, period, let alone in the back. Sure. Yeah. Sounds plausible. Great.
Yeah. She might have fell on the knife 10 times, in the back and then did it. Just crazy, man. Yeah.
Okay.
All righty then. But God bless whoever's investigating that. I guess they're really good at their job. Bobby, I think Chad sent a video to the gracious chat that he wanted to play. I don't know what it was of.
Oh, it's J.D. Pritzker saying some crazy shit.
J.D.
the governor of Illinois, who claims there's no problems in Chicago. It's all good. Like Brandon Johnson, the mayor of Chicago. I'm going to Chicago soon. Hope it's safe.
Okay, yeah, I will do that actually. While you're doing that, Bobby, I want to play. Let's see if I could get it up here. Well, I can get it up, ladies. That's not what I meant. Hold on one second. There you go, Bobby.
This my man Kramer says.
The tables will turn someday.
That's J.D. Pritzker, governor of Illinois, and boy, does he have a warning for you.
People should recognize that maybe they're not going to get prosecuted today, although we're looking at doing that.
That's J.D. Pritzker, being Letitia James. Listen.
They may get prosecuted after the Trump administration for the things that they did because the statute of limitations won't have run.
Yeah. Trump won't be in office forever. And when he's gone and you no longer have any protection, we're coming for you fuckers. Pritzker is saying here.
We had the immigration services, ICE, BP, doing their jobs before the administration.
CBP doing their job?
Yeah.
Pritzker thinks you're stupid.
And the fucking
he thinks you're
border was
immoral.
wide open.
Over 20 million people poured over our borders over a 4-year period. CBP was not allowed to do their job, you fat cunt.
But they were doing it within the law.
Now, don't let the fact that J.D. Pritzker is a big fat cunt fool you. He's an even bigger liar. I know it seems impossible, but that's the case. Here he's trying to convince stupid people that their rights are being violated.
Now they're acting like a bunch of thugs and taking away people's free speech rights.
Yeah, that's not happening. That's a lie. Remember, I told you he's a cunt, but he's an even bigger liar. He continues.
Taking away people's rights, by not identifying themselves.
That's not a right.
Coming in with masks on.
That's not a right.
They're coming in with unidentified vehicles.
That's not a right either.
These are all things that need to be taken up, again, by an inspector general or somebody investigating at the federal level because they have immunity at the state level. But we're looking at how we might be able to hold them responsible despite the fact of federal immunity.
I've said it over and over.
For what?
If you want to find out what Democrats actually think, if you want to find out who they are, if you want to find out what horrific plans they have for you, just put a mic in front of them and let their ego speak. They'll tell you who they are.
What did you say right before that, Chad? I couldn't hear while he was talking.
Hold them responsible for what? Upholding the fucking law?
Right.
Upholding the immigration laws of the United States? That's what you're going to hold them responsible for? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. We were talking about this before the podcast a little bit, and I was saying, like, I didn't realize that when, ICE was going to go after all these illegals and stuff like that, that they were going to actually go after, people that are here illegally, like been here 15 years and, kind of established lives and stuff like that. And, because that sucks, and I didn't realize that going into it. I figured there was enough illegals who came here over the border the last 4 years. They'd have people to go after. I figured there was enough criminals, but not contributing members of society. And then I was listening to a border agent and he was like, listen, he's like, I see these people. He's like, I've opened up trucks where there's 35 bodies and they're dead because people think there's a way to get over to the United States and they're doing anything to get here. He's like, so if you leave them any loophole, like, oh, you're here for 10 years and you establish life, like they're still going to try to get here and stuff like that. So you're going to end up with more dead people and illegals trying to get here the wrong way. He's like, it's got to be all done the right way, where you come in through a visa and blah, 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 blah. But it just
everyone has their own individual stories, but unfortunately, crime is crime, illegal is illegal. You can't differentiate between, oh, well, they've been here 20 years. So, and as I said earlier when we were talking about this, it's like, okay, well, you've been here 20 years. Why didn't you try to become legal? Go through any kind of channels to try to become legal.
Right.
Like, what are you doing? And, if you don't prosecute small crimes, you get bigger crimes. That's what happens. That's what this no cash bail bullshit does in these cities. Like, that's why crime's running rampant in all these blue cities, because they have no cash bail. It's like, a crime is a crime. Either it's right or wrong. You're going to uphold the law. You're not going to uphold the law. Which one is it?
Yeah. Again, I just didn't realize. So it like pulls at my heartstrings a little bit, because I just think, it just, again, I get it. It is the law, but it's like, I figured it was like, go after bad people. Again, it is, they shouldn't have come here, but it is what it is. It's just shitty that it has to go down that way. But it's like, you can't just say, oh, well, they were here and they were here for 10 years, so they get a pass. You have to do it blanketly, unfortunately. But I'm just saying it sucks, because there's a lot of good people that are probably going to get.
Sucks.
Yeah.
And it absolutely sucks that, for 4 years, our border was wide open and we lost 365,000 fucking children that were just given to fucking whoever. That sucks.
That's true. Well, I think that was my original point, was like, if you snuck across the border, like, it is what it is. But if you were here on a visa and just overstayed it, like, we know who you are. We know, like, I don't know. To me, it just seemed like, if you know who they are, they're not doing anything wrong. Come on. But I guess I see the other side of it, where you can't give a loophole, because then they, use that as a means to try to get over here and fall into that loophole.
Did you see a specific story about this? Like, what were the circumstances? Are they just randomly going out and picking up these people? Are they
so like these
fruit, or are they getting caught up in other ICE raids? Like,
I think all of the above. Like, when these ICE agents are going in, they're just looking for illegals, period. Not
Tom Homan talked about that before they even started this. He's like, what's going to happen is, because there's these sanctuary cities and they will not cooperate with federal law enforcement when they release these people from the prisons. Like, instead of just the sanctuary cities going, we're releasing so-and-so to your custody, and they just go and pick them up there, they release them into the public, they go back to wherever they live, and there just so happens to be other illegals there that aren't criminals per se, in the sense of committing crime while they're here.
Right.
They're going to get caught up in this, because we're going to just go through the whole fucking building and we're going to take out everybody.
Yeah.
Tom Homan already told them that that's what's going to happen. So, first of all, you shouldn't have sanctuary cities anyway.
Right.
Second of all, if you are releasing a criminal from fucking jail, just give them the ICE. Why wouldn't you?
Right. Yeah. Well, that was my thought. But again, you go and you look through shit through a, what do they say? A glass rose fucking
rose-colored
lens, rose-colored lens. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think it was going to be like that, because again, you have feelings. People who've been here fucking that long and haven't done anything wrong. They actually do pay taxes, working and whatever. Like, I just think what it's going to do to, day labor business, restaurant business is like, I don't know. Just thank God there's smarter people than me running this bitch. Leave those motherfuckers. All right. Or, like, if they've been here that long, I guess you're creating a loophole. As I say, if they've been here that long, they are contributing members, like, give them a path too. But then it's like, you give people the idea, like, oh, if we sneak across the border, we're here for 5 years and good, they'll give us a path too. So it creates that.
I can hide long enough. I'm good. It's like, it's jacked up.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying, Chad? Like, if you came over the border, you have no ties to terrorist groups. You didn't do crimes in your other, country. Yes, I know coming across the border illegally is technically a crime, but like, there should be some sort of amnesty. But again, when you hear, the loophole could create more people coming over, it's like, fuck, you really can't. You have to be almost cold hard and be like, no, nobody can be here. Whether you've been here for 20 years, fucking 20 minutes, if you didn't come here the right way, see, you wouldn't want to be here.
No.
You know?
Well, hey, it's no one asked any of these questions when Obama was deporting 5 million people. Like, no one even thought about it.
Right. Well, I got like, here's my question. So like, I know people that I grew up with whose parents came over here illegally, and then they had kids over here, and these kids are now in their 40s. You know what I'm saying? Their kids have families. So like, do they just arrest the parents and send them back, or like the kids that were born here, technically not supposed to be born here, and they get sent back? Like, how does all that work?
Well, the law right now is that it's called birthright citizenship. So if you're born in the United States, then you're a United States citizen. That's so that they would purposely come over the border pregnant to have the kid here.
Right.
Then they're anchored through that child that's born here. Gotcha. And he's trying to address that too. It's in front of the Supreme Court right now about birthright citizenship. Because in most countries, at least one parent has to be a legal citizen. Not all. Like the United States right now, there's several. I was corrected on this, and I'll admit I was wrong about it. I thought that the United States was the only country that did allow birthright citizenship just for being born here. But that's not true. There's like 7 other countries that do that. But most of the countries that allow birthright citizenship, one of the parents has to be a citizen of the United States before. A citizen of the country. I'm sorry, a citizen of the country. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that makes sense. Like you meet somebody and, you have a baby with somebody and they happen to be illegal, but you're a citizen, then the child's legal.
I can't tell if drumming up conversation, Justin or Andrew is joking with us. Said Chad is live playing the Turning Point USA halftime show.
Ed would never do that.
Ed and the Kowalczyks would not do that. Yeah. Somebody said, I forget what it was. There was like some rumor going around about the 4 original members of Live getting back together.
It's just that.
Oh, I know, but I just remember seeing it and didn't want to call them out. Yeah, man. But a lot of cool stuff. So are you, do you have hope for the world? Does it seem like we're in better standings than we were a year ago? Like, is the world getting better?
As far as the United States and the world in general?
Yeah. As far as it all, I mean,
Trump has stopped and or at least halted, 8 wars now?
Yeah.
I mean, that makes the world better, doesn't it?
And where the fuck is Michael Rappaport when he was calling fucking President Donald J. Trump pig dick and all this stuff, but heard about like hostages not being released and all this stuff? Like, where is he now saying like, thank you?
I just saw him ranting about it. Like, he's ranting about it now. He's saying, listen, he's calling out all the Palestinian protesters. Like, where are you now? It's been, the war's been stopped. He turned around a little bit. Like, he's not as anti-Trump as he used to be.
Good. But he was just so vile with it, dude. Like,
oh my God,
like I
of course,
said,
yeah.
I'm a comedian and stuff like that. But when you're foaming at the mouth and saying pig dick Donald Trump, like, that's not funny, dude. It's a vile, evil thing that's coming out of you. And
it's
good if he's, yeah.
Like Jimmy
good
Kimmel.
if he's coming around. Yeah. Well,
like
that's like his rating.
Oh, I know. He had a little boost when he came back on. Everyone's like, yeah, look. All the left was like, yeah, we got him back on. And people that had never fucking watched him for one show, and then his ratings tanked again. It's like, great.
Right. Because it was all like, let's see what he's going to say. He's still the same boring fucking dude that he was cool back in the day. The Man Show, all that stuff. Like,
well, if any of these lefties that were all pro Jimmy Kimmel because he lost his job because of the Charlie Kirk thing, went back and watched the Man Show, they would be appalled. I guarantee you. Not
true.
I wouldn't. I mean, he was,
right.
It's just go back and watch him in the Man Show.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody.
He would be
when
canceled.
he was in blackface. Like, just go ahead and watch that.
Right. He would be canceled and not their poster boy.
Oh, 100%.
Bobby says, yeah, of course it stopped. Palestine is destroyed. That was the goal. Is Palestine destroyed? Bobby, you want to come on? Talk a little bit? Bobby's got some weird. Let's bring him on real quick. Let find out some things about mabye. So yeah, of course it stopped. Palestine is destroyed. That was the goal. Why is Palestine destroyed? I thought just Hamas and Israel were coming to a ceasefire and they're going to figure it all out.
Palestine is. Have you seen Palestine? It's like a parking lot. It's a. I mean, yeah, the Gaza Strip. It's like a parking lot now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, and then I was seeing where they said like, you know, genocide and stuff like that. It was 64,000, people killed over there. And when they were laying out the thing, it was like 4 to 1 or something. Like it wasn't really a genocide, for an urban war zone, like to have those figures, like they weren't as high as I guess people were projecting and stuff like that. I think for every combatant killed, there was like, for every 4 combatants killed, one of them was a civilian. So it didn't seem like a genocide to me. Yeah. Do I think they went ham? Absolutely. Do I think they were justified for going ham? Absolutely. If like we had blood on our fucking, breaths after 9/11, the same way they had it on after their October 6th. So I kind of get it. And, you fight fire with fire. Does it suck? And do I feel bad for all the innocent lives lost? Sure. But hey, you put arms in a school, in a hospital, and you use innocent people as a,
human shield,
as a shield. Yeah. I mean, you're making it a military zone. And what do you expect?
It was never a genocide. You know how it's not a genocide because the people that were calling it a genocide are not dancing in the streets. That is done. They don't give a fuck about the Gazans, the Palestinian people. They never gave a shit about that. All they give a fuck about is the oppressor thing and fucking, and they just want to openly hate Jews. That's what it comes down to.
Right.
It wasn't a fucking genocide. And you can tell because they're not in the streets going, the genocide is over. Yay. Like, this is a great day. They're just like, Trump brokered it. Fuck him. And, fuck the Jews. Like,
well, Bobby, what is the, you also had a Trojan horse. Was it, where was Trump? Trump was the Trojan horse, I think you had posted. What did you mean by that?
Well, it looks like that he's more for Israel than he's for America, to be honest.
Really? Why do you say that?
I mean, he's practically Netanyahu's little bitch. I mean, to be honest, I hate to say it, but the way it looks, it doesn't look good.
If he heard you say that, I think he would do a complete 180. If he was thinking that people thought, go ahead.
You saw when Netanyahu gave him the golden pager, the golden
no.
beeper? Yeah, he
no.
gave him a golden beeper. I think that represented something.
Like to say, hey, this was the symbol of what we blew up that nobody knew we could do. I'm going to give you one as a symbol saying, like, you might have a cell phone in your pocket that we could blow up.
Yeah, kind of.
Really? That's
People don't look at these things. People don't look at these things, and they don't think things through. They really don't.
Yeah.
There's a lot more behind.
I understand that, the Jews and Israelis, like that's their homeland originally from biblical times and stuff like that. But if that was my homeland, like if you took my home and you put it around nothing but enemies of me, I would be like, you know what? I'm going to move. I don't really give a shit about my home enough to be surrounded by people that want to kill me 24/7. Like, I'm out of here. I'll find land elsewhere. But they're literally sandwiched in the Middle East where every one of their neighbors is like death to Israel. It's crazy.
And now they're going to be in trouble. What, is America just going to be fighting for Israel forever? I mean, that's what's going to happen. America's going to always have to have Israel's back. Israel
already has.
It's a welfare state. Israel is an American welfare state. That's what it is. They have nothing that they're giving out as far as like benefiting society. They're just collecting money from America to survive.
Yeah.
There's nothing that Israel does that benefits society. What do they do? I mean, what do they outport?
Pegasus, dude, that's some pretty cool software. They could break into anybody's phone without their knowledge. I mean, come on. That's
They
pretty
either
cool.
steal from America or they just take taxes from Americans.
Well, you heard it right here, folks. Bobby is anti-Semite. He hates the Jews.
I'm not anti-Semite because the Jews aren't even Semitic people. That's the thing.
Didn't you say that Israel was behind 9/11?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so you heard it here, folks.
You want to see a video? I actually have a video on that.
Sure.
Hold on.
Sure,
Let
sure,
me bring
sure.
it up. Let me see. If
I
got it.
Yeah, I've heard some crazy stuff. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go.
They came down about 6 to 7 hours after the two buildings came down. If it was wired for a demolition, that it just kind of because of an office fire, it just free fell down into its own footprint. It probably took someone or a group of people to wire that up to be able to pull that off, right? Oh, yeah. Well, what about building 1 and 2? Because now that we have evidence that there was actual explosions down below, now that we have evidence of this,
Pause that 1 second.
just blowing up. How long do you think that took? And how would they pull that off to have that entire building, towers 1 and 2?
Because you do see that explosion on the floors below, but it could, and again, my mind is already convinced that it was controlled demolition on all 3 of those buildings. But it could be once that tower start going, that is pressure pushing out from the floors above, whatever is burning up there.
It could be. It could have been. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, Tower 7 alone, folks, like whether you believe that Tower 1 and 2 of the World Trade Center was controlled demolition, okay, whatever. But Tower 7, there is no other building ever that has just had a fire in it and came down like that. That is literally controlled demolition.
Footprint. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get to the part where they were doing the work actually in the buildings.
Make sure to save this.
Good evening. You're watching the Artist Forum. My name is Ellie Fordyce, and I will be your host for this segment. This evening, I'm very, very happy to be up at Worldviews, which is a wonderful art exhibit and presentation that the Lower Manhattan Cultural Council has been putting on here at the World Trade Center, #1 building, World Trade Center. And I have with us tonight Mukhtar Kokash. And Mukhtar, can you tell us something about this program and your involvement with it?
Sure. This is actually an artist residency program. Artists apply to and are selected by a jury to be in residence on the 91st floor for a period of approximately 6 months. And it's a raw space.
The E-Team lit up with 127 illuminated windows on March 2001, which is the exact hit zone, the kill zone of where the first quote-unquote plane hit the first tower, the North Tower. These pictures are astounding, Rebecca, and then I want to get into these sketches that these monstrous students drew, because it speaks to the premeditation.
I think people underestimate how huge that is, because if you understand that Israel did 9/11, then your entire worldview should shift. Yeah. That was the catalyst that changed America's perception of the Middle East for years. It changed what we thought about foreign policy, what we thought about enemies. Yep. And now when you realize that it was internal and they lied about it, they intentionally killed 3,000 American civilians in order to go into war in the Middle East, your entire worldview should change.
So, is this our greatest ally or our greatest demise?
Sure not our greatest ally.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, man, so much shit around that day. Yeah, and will we ever really get to the bottom of it? So, yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't think anybody's
Epstein files.
investigating it.
Still want those Epstein files released in full. Apparently, I think your mama Lana's been telling people to buy silver, and she's not wrong with that. Go out there and buy some silver, folks.
Silver's going up like crazy. So is gold.
All real things. All real things. So how much? A lot of wealth was lost in Bitcoin
October
and stuff.
10th.
Yeah,
October 10th, there was a crash. There was $800 billion in 1 hour, in like 10 minutes actually.
Crazy.
5:30 p.m. you could see it. Everything dipped in the crypto market at 5:30 p.m. on October 10th.
And that was after he announced the 100% tariffs on China. Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Hey, now. How was that one coin you introduced a couple weeks ago, Bobby? Did that do anything? Because I remember after you did it, a couple weeks after, it went up to a little bit and stuff.
I forgot the
which
name
one it
of it. Which was, I'm looking at so many coins right now. It's crazy. Hold on.
We'll check it out for the next show and get that. Gracious audience, you guys are awesome. Let's see what else you got. Carenza says it was during 9/11 that the USA went to globalization. Yeah.
Yeah, 9/11 started it all.
Mm-hmm.
And also, they got that. What was that act called? Where basically they could spy on. What is it? Patriot Act. Yeah.
Yep.
Where they could legally spy on any citizen of this great country and world. Really.
I was thinking about this just before we did this. Trump should reinstate the freaking Smith-Munn Act that makes it illegal to propagandize the United States public. I don't know why I wouldn't do that. It would make it illegal to do what all the mainstream media does.
Maybe he'll do it on his last day in office so he could still have legal authority to do it while he's in office.
Maybe.
And then last day change it. Oh my God, that's so funny though with him trolling the people with the Trump 2028 hats. That's hysterical.
It's great. Yep.
Imagine we're all wrong and Trump really is trying to create the monarchy here. And hey now, you never know. Yeah, no kings.
That's a new
all
no
hell
king protest this weekend, isn't there? Oh, great! Here we go.
All hell, King Trump.
I think they're really good at it because there's no king, so they must be working, right?
Yes, yes. And remember, if you say all lives matter, it's racist. Come on.
Of course.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do not forget that. Do not
Spend
forget
logic
that.
and reasoning and say all lives matter. You're racist. Oh, okay, sure, got it.
That's it.
Got it.
Don't forget to look into Ellen.
That's when you know that. That's when I knew that movement was fucking bullshit.
I want to play one more video, Chad.
All lives matter. It's racist, but Black Lives Matter. That's not race. Got it. Okay.
This is a fake video AI made, but it's just funny. Give me 1 second. I gotta play through and pause. There we go. All righty then, folks. We're gonna leave you with this. We'll come back, say goodbye real quick. Here we go. I got a piece of it.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I got your order out here.
I'm pretty sure that's fake.
Oh my God.
Anything for the audience, Bobby? The gracious 2 inches coin coming out there, Scotty Blackman.
That's right. That's
Coming
great. That's
out.
a great call, man.
Thank you, everybody. Love you all.
All right.
Keep watching.
The one and only Bobby. Yes. Keep watching, folks. There we go. All right then. Been another good Tuesday there, Mr. Gracey.
Yes.
I peed right before we came on, but I gotta go, bro. Yes.
I know.
I want to dedicate the show to my grandfather who just passed away. We love you, Pop. Thank God you're up there with my grandmother, keeping her nice. I'm sure she's happy to see you again and give you a nice big hug. We do miss you.
Pop.
Greatest man on earth, dude. Mr. Robert Rotolo. All right, we love you, folks. Peace.
Peace, everybody.